perilous time, exposed to imminent or that which is considered to be high risk. There are times in people's lives when we become exposed to imminent danger or that which is called high risk areas, or that which is high risk. And the word and the way that it's pronounced a high risk, it sounds like a hireling. When you hire someone for a job or a duty, and that which he or she is to carry out. And when he or she carries out that duty, it is for a pay or a reward. It has nothing to do with one's conscience. It has to do with one's seeking notoriety, fame, fortune, and wealth. It says that vanity is the enemy of consciousness. We're living in a society where people seek just to make a vain reputation for themselves, as if they have been denied the exposure, as if they have been devalued, as if there is some hurt, something has been negated, something that has prevented them, something that has held them back, and they innately feel hurt, and they do not know how to deal with their hurt because they have not been told and trained and equipped and prepared to how to meet a crisis head on. There was an athlete who would try to get to a place before you get to the place. When contact arises, that his contact would be more, you will feel his contact more than he will feel your contact. It's called physics. Tesla say when he think of God, he think of physics. But this crisis, when it comes to the salvaging of the soul of humanity, when the soul seeks to be satisfied, it sends a requisition to the mind and says, I am not satisfied. The way and the manner in which I am housed in this body, and the way that the body is being used as a tool to hurt, harm, endanger, maim, and kill and mutilate others. This is not what this soul in this body was housed to do. That this soul that is in this body, that is housed in each and every one of our body, is a soul that is about value. There's a soul that is about virtue. And there's a soul that is about love. And if there's a soul that's about virtue, value, and love, then we know there's a soul that is about justice. And we know that it's a soul about equality. And this soul is a soul that has been housed in the human body. When it comes to the human intellect, in the best of humanity, it is a soul that is driven by the spirit. It is a soul of the spirit, but it is a spirit that is driven by one's level of consciousness. It doesn't seek to go out to be vain, but to be about virtue. Because it is the spirit of the soul that is in us that gives us value, that gives us life on a daily basis. In a society where there's perilous times in which one lives, there's a high risk factor that something or someone has deviated from the path that creates the interaction with one another at a high risk, that we do not want to learn how to coexist in harmony with one another, that will bring out the best of our humanity for the salvaging of the soul of humanity. We have to dig deep down and overcome vanity, which is the enemy of consciousness. And I say this in conclusion, and this is why, that the soul, the makeup of the human soul that is housed in his body, it informs us that we must learn to interact with one another, to care for one another, to show love and respect and honor one another. Because it is the spirit of the soul that gives us the breath of life. So if there's any cause that we are standing and fighting for as a humanity, it is the cause that gives us life.